to our sponsors, eSuSwork.com. Shout out to our sponsors, eSuSwork.com. Haitian Chinese, shout out to our sponsors, eSuSwork.com. Shout out to our sponsor, eSuSwork.com. Holla. What's up, y'all? Man, Styles P signing my motherfucking war helmet, man. Important. My war helmet. First one signed my one. I ain't forget y'all did my show before that. We'll get to y'all. Styles P war helmet. The ghost.
I love Big Face, man.
And I love
my
him
fucking
too.
dude.
And I love him too. Thank you so much, brother.
I love you, baby.
Yo, I love you, man. Thank you so much, man.
You ain't gotta thank me. Appreciate you.
You still strong. Yeah, I got a rule. I'm a big boy. Yeah. Big Face. What up, y'all? Big Face Gary Show. Shout out to the Upper West Side. Shout out to my mom's hometown, Haiti and PT Guap, all my friends and family. My haters, I love you. Check me out on all platforms. Subscribe to the YouTube show, Big Face Gary Show. Today is another fucking crazy day. Now, I only have 2 or 3 rapper friends. One of them know who they are. I ain't naming them. I met this man 15 years ago. Didn't know him from Adam. Asked him to do me a favor. We're going to get into the show down the line. But I'm here with Styles Pinheiro. Yes, one of the best underground rappers of all time. He dominates the rap game. Hit after hit, don't play. And he did something I see a lot of you guys don't do. 30 motherfuckers, 60 motherfuckers. He's here by himself because he know I'm in family and he's safe with me. What's up, Styles? Thanks for being here, baby.
Big Face, I love you, baby.
I love you too. Now, I'm going to tell you what happened here, y'all. Last week, Ron will attest to this. I said I got to go to White Plains because I saw a flyer online. Styles was doing the walkthrough. What I said, Ron?
You got to go. Styles is man. He want to go get him.
I got to get him for my show. I saw him. We hugged. I kissed him on his forehead like we just met each other. He said, Big Face, I got you. And this is his favorite line. I'm a real nigga, G. And he is.
Absolutely.
Styles, thank you.
Yeah, you said, yo, you got me. I said, I live by my word. If I said I got you, I got you.
Oh, no, you don't play them games. You're official. You here. Now, my first one, I get right to it, man. You were on Black Love and Couples Therapy. Would you do another reality show if you had a chance?
Yes, sir.
Why haven't you done it? Just no one's offered it, or you and your wife just miss Styles and y'all doing other things right now?
I'm definitely doing other things, but you may see me again.
Okay, great thing to hear.
You may see me again.
Now,
for sure.
Okay, because I know that show was crazy. I learned a lot. Even I knew you, I learned a lot more about you when I saw that show.
I don't know. He went on Couples Therapy, and they was like the therapists.
Yeah.
That was what was so fire about it. Him and his wife relationship is dope. They was giving advice to people after a while.
I mean, we've been together for a long time.
I remember
a lot of years in.
I remember you said when I first met you, you told me you was married. I was like, okay. Now, I don't want to hear about DMX and Jay, battle raps. Everybody know about that. Can you name a battle that it was so ferocious in the streets that you was lit there like these motherfuckers spin bar after bar after bar that you can remember that you saw that was like crazy? I don't care if they're in the game, if they're not in the game, when the street just it was crazy to you.
I've seen a lot of those.
Well, give me the one you loved the most, the one that was crazy. Like you remember right now, like damn, that shit was serious.
Us, the Locks in Harlem. We was chilling with D and Rough Riders, DNY, and you know, this is the days when this was what I call the advanced cipher.
Ooh, okay.
This is when it you know, nice Jeep is there, nice truck.
Everybody got money. You're up now. Everybody got a couple dollars.
Couple dollars.
Okay, let's keep it real. Okay.
You know what I mean?
You signed already. You a rapper by paper.
No.
Oh, you're not. Oh.
Everybody got a couple.
Oh, I get it. Okay. I get it now.
Nobody signed yet.
Okay. You're hanging a couple dollars.
Like you know.
All right.
This is when we're trying to get signed. This is when we're working on getting signed, and this is when we're honing our craft. And I just remember, you know, the park by 127th or 7th.
Okay.
DNY used to always be over there, and then just people knew we would be over there, and then we would just hold incredible ciphers there. And then one time it was one on 25th. In front of the mart, and it felt like everybody and the world came.
So you were battling people you didn't know. Yo, just go.
It was battling ciphers. Like back then, it was like kind of, it wasn't. It's kind of like you can't battle when there's 30 niggas there trying to show their ass. So it's kind of a cipher battle.
Gotcha.
It's like a mix and mix. Like then you got your battles where it's you and they line you up with somebody, or they line, you know, you and your homies are up against a couple other dudes. But then you got times where you just amongst a shitload of people who rhyme. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And
it was crazy.
That's kind of how we got on. Just kind of living that lifestyle, to be honest with you. Like even before anything from where we're from, Yonkers, you know, being around.
Okay.
Before we even ever made it, like X was a legend. X used to burn dudes.
Alright. Yo, niggas don't know, so I gotta flip. See if they forgotten how dark it can get when I bark, when I hit. Scratch like a pit. We both know you puss, but you stay talking shit. What I'm gonna have to do, dog? Run up in your vest? Catch you while you comfortable, put one up in your vest? One up in your chest? Of course, they're the hollow. You going away today, just lost tomorrow. I'm gonna go platinum. You got to be kidding, nah. I'm gonna go platinum. No bullshit. And I'ma stay flipping flows, ripping shows, stripping hoes, getting dope, letting go. And niggas know who the best is. Dog, to your max is. The best is, or might as well be helpless. I'm reckless, cause when I wreck shit, I might snatch a nigga's necklace, and then go from like midnight to reckless.
You know what I mean? So imagine, like, you know, you coming up, and you know at some point or other, you're gonna be in a cipher with X, Kiss, Chic, and a bunch of other nice dudes. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? And so you just always, that's it every day. Like you never know who you're gonna bump into. So my lifestyle was pretty much ciphering, battling, bumping into dudes who say they rhyme. Yo, I rhyme. And then, you know, you get somewhere somebody's popular for rhyming, and it's like, I will fucking burn this dude.
That's how you felt.
Yeah.
You know some funny styles?
Burn this dude.
I interviewed Chris the other day, and he was telling me when he did something with Special 38, he went up there just to chill, and they threw battle. He said the old school, you gotta keep 100 in your clip. Just in case. Are you like that too? Just in case you get into a session and they ask you to spit something, you keep 100 in the clip just in case?
I invented that.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Big Face Gary shirt, man. You heard him. On my shirt. Yeah.
We invented that, man.
You keep a clip.
We invented keeping a clip.
Yeah.
We invented keeping a clip and letting it go right away.
Whew.
You ain't gotta wait long for this.
Den Styles, when you give it to him, you kill it Wednesday, Friday you write it again. For another. Just in case.
I'm thinking again.
You think?
I'm thinking again.
You're a monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't knock people who don't. I don't write, but like I don't make a big thing of it because my not writing is not out of probably what everybody else is not writing out of this. Mine was because I can't read I couldn't read my off. No, like you know, no, because how you ever get to the end? Like people often think like there's a lot of people who don't write and say bullshit. So that's not really a gift if you're not writing and saying bullshit. I just didn't write because I kind of couldn't read my rhymes. If anybody who listens to me know I got an offbeat, on-beat flow. So it was too hard for me to remember my bounce. Okay. And then I always had a stock job and then I was hustling. So it was kind of no time to have a rhyme. So it was more so of a handicap. And it's easier for me to just kind of store it in my brain like an essay. Okay. But like, you know, when it comes to the you know, I don't write, but I do write. I'm writing in my head. You know, at the end of the day.
See, first of all, you're the good guy now. I'm gonna get you back to the rough shit. We're gonna get to the good guy styles. You talking that bullshit. All I know is about you is that I can tell like you are like a real rapper because I know Chris told me when you rap, you gotta keep 100 clips just in case. And you said you invented that. I love it.
Yeah.
Now,
the invention of
yeah, you have to do that.
Wow.
Now I'm gonna get a little deep, you know. Moving along, as usual. Locked Up with Akon, we already know what number 1 was. We ain't gonna talk about number 2 at all. Who would you do the record Locked Up right now if you had a chance with part 3? Who would you do it right now?
I wouldn't, because I ain't on that time. I ain't on that time. Like, you know what I mean? I think we often get confused in the culture. I ain't trying to be locked up. I ain't trying to think about getting locked up. That locked up is the furthest fucking thing on. That's fucking like the. If I ever got to get locked up again, I'm gonna go in. I would hope that it would be happily and comfortable knowing that I had to be locked up. Other than that, like I wouldn't, at this particular time of my life, when I did locked up the first time, I was coming off doing a county bid.
That's what I was about to ask.
I did 10 months, like, you know what I mean?
Okay,
so it was,
okay.
One, it was important for me to turn the negative into a positive and kind of just get it off my chest at the same time. But like right now, what I do for the culture, my job is to tell kids to fucking nerd up.
Yes.
Don't worry about getting locked up.
Yes.
You can nerd up, avoid getting locked up.
Great.
That's the whole main key. Like a lot of kids think it's G'd up, you know, to get locked up, or you get, you know, you earn certain stripes or you get a certain salute from the hood, which often does happen, especially if you stand tall and you didn't do no sucker shit. But that's not the wave right now.
Not at all.
We in fucking 2021, though. Being locked up is the second part of slavery. It's the second wave of slavery, and it's even more effective than the first part of slavery, which we kind of don't pay attention to. So,
and I think
right now I ain't doing that.
Who the fuck wanna be locked up when they gotta tell you to do every morning, what time to use the bathroom, what time to shit, what time to eat.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be honest with you, how you said that, it taught when I got locked up years ago in '99, Styles. It changed. Greg, my man, seen me gone. I was devastated because my mom broke my mother heart, rest in peace. So I've never did anything illegal since 1999 because I didn't want to go back to jail and I didn't like the feeling. I miss having those. You forget the little shit you do. Drink a soda, talk shit to Styles. Ron, what's up, Greg? That shit is gone when you locked out Styles.
All that's gone.
So great answer when you said that we're locked up. Won't be agreed because you ain't thinking we're getting on that wave. Now, I don't know Melle. I don't mean no disrespect. Either you drinking or you mixing Hennessy and Coke together, or you doing heroin. You said Biggie and Jay-Z is overrated. He said it on Vlad. Go look at your face. You're shocked. I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he said it. I don't make it up. You can look at it when you go home. He said Biggie and Jay-Z is overrated.
Well, that's his opinion.
Oh, I'm not mad at it, but Ron, explain what he said.
Well, you know, our pioneer that we respect so much, his opinion was that because they talk so much about the street shit, and then we got our kids who are absorbing all of that, you know what I'm saying? He feels like, you know, they overrated and they really not the greatest of all time, which I cringe because I love Big is my number one guy. Me and Gary go back and forth about that all the time. We'll get that. If you move on, Ron, we'll get to that. What the fuck is you doing? Go ahead, man. I'm getting pissed off on my show earlier with this Jay-Z and Biggie shit. We're talking like, come on, Ron. Yeah.
About the Melle
Yeah. So you know, the pioneer, that's what he said. I know Big is your guy too.
Yeah, I love Big. Yeah.
Big is your guy too.
You love Hope too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all had a little thing going back in there. We'll get into that too.
Yeah.
It was a monster battle. Oh God, that motherfucker smoked me up a little bit. Because I thought they were the best. And I heard these three motherfuckers from Yonkers who took no mercy. When I heard your rhyme, I went to a hardware store and bought me some plywood and I built a coffin. Mortuary lyrics, body count. And you was going against a, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little crazy. Moving along. So that's Melle's opinion. We're gonna move along.
Yeah, you gotta understand though. This is what everybody has to understand about hip hop. Even, see, I'm 46 right now.
You look great too, brother.
A lot of the new hip hop I don't agree with. It's errors. When errors move on, a person may not agree what came with from the error behind them. I have a personal firm belief and understanding that everybody doesn't agree with each other's error and what's going on. And I'm okay with that. And so, like a lot of people from my era don't like the music out now. Whether it's my cup of tea or not, it doesn't bother me because I look at it like there's another young black man who don't gotta rob nobody or shoot nobody, get to tell the story and make the money. Great. So it's kind of all how your POV is. So, you know,
So it's all opinions based.
It's every opinion is like an asshole. Everybody got one.
And Melle, shout out to you. You a legend.
Yeah,
Without you, we wouldn't even be this far.
I can't shit on Melle.
No, I'm not shitting on.
I
ain't shitting on. Be official.
You notice
the message is one of the messages. I'm pretty sure that maybe no one broke it down. Like me personally, from the message was one of the first, actually the first shits that kind of touched me. That said, from being a youth, like when you can't explain or communicate or verbally explain something, hearing the message was like, this is what I'm seeing when I ride from, you know, Yonkers to Manhattan with my mom's when she's working a maid service and I gotta be on the trains and I'm here and there. I gotta be dolo doing this and that, getting to look out the window, seeing everything, understanding poverty, you know, and certain shit. So the message was one of the first shits that hit me, which I'm pretty sure was the same with Big and Hove, that it's about painting the picture. And maybe he don't like how the picture was painted, but that's kind of how I ever painted the picture. The times was different from when Melle was in the streets to when Hove, Big, and people from our generation was in the streets. When Melle was in the streets, they didn't sell crack.
You ain't lying. That's what he said too.
They didn't sell crack when Melle was in the streets.
That's what he said too. He said that.
Oh, yeah. So they didn't sell crack when Melle was in the streets. So his come up and his aggression may be on a different level from what Big, Hove, and all of us from our generation was. His vision, his thought pattern, how, you know, his knuckle up from neighborhood to neighborhood, it probably just involved knuckled up, bats at the most. Knives was probably way over the top. And that's where we coming from, a thing where that shit may fly.
The styles.
You know what I mean? So you gotta understand that.
You know, there's two styles.
But Big and Hove are some of the greatest MCs that ever fucking touched the mic.
I love both of them.
Ever in history.
Styles, it's funny you said that because I'm from the era I could fight you in the next hour. We drinking 40s. These new brothers, bang, 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 because they got beat up.
Yeah.
So it's funny you said that. Like the eras change.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about what y'all should do. Yeah. I know Styles been locked up, and I've been locked up. It ain't a good feeling, man. And wrong too. It ain't a good feeling, man. It ain't good. And I'm happy where I'm at. And now, I ain't gonna front. You shocked me. You was with the bartenders. You was hitting that bar real good. You was rapping while you was hitting that bar. You were very disrespectful. I gotta come on. I do 5 at a time. Don't laugh at me.
Everything's good.
I do 50 every other day. I'm going tomorrow to start again. I stopped on my shoulder fucked up. Yo, Styles, I do 5. You was rapping and pulling the ball. You're very disrespectful. How could you do that? You know what I'm talking about?
When it comes to working out, everybody should be at their own pace.
You still work out?
If you, yes I do. If you're doing 5, if you're doing 1, if you're walking, if you're jogging, if you're running, as long as you're getting up doing something, that's the fucking part that counts.
But Styles,
everything else after that is, you know,
when I do pull-ups,
you're in a race with everybody else.
When I do pull-ups, I'm praying I don't break my shoulder or nothing. You're rapping a verse and you're pulling the bar. That's so disrespectful, man. Then I seen Jada crazy ass. They challenge him. He's swinging left, swinging right, moving his legs. Mm-hmm. So I'm a little jealous.
Stay fit, brother.
No, I work out, but y'all I was just laughing because my man Ron, the producer, does a great job. You show me footage and you was pulling the bar up, you was rhyming. Jada got construction boots on, hitting that shit, going left, going right. Y'all very disrespectful, man. Still. Yeah, that was great. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can.
I work out, but I'm just telling you, I can't.
Anything you can't do, you gotta say.
I do 5 at a time. Yeah, okay, I'll do
He do 50, and he's a big boy. He do 50.
That's good money.
I'm 266 feet, y'all. So the believe is not easy, but I do what I gotta do.
That's good money.
Yeah, and I do easy 50. I do 100 clips. I gotta take my time and do it, but I do it.
No, as long as you get it done.
I get it done. So now you are killing this Juices for Life. You got 4 locations. They say.
Oh, I got 5.
Oh no, but they said that I don't know where the 5th one is.
Yeah.
We're about to say where's the 5th one?
Oh.
Doing crazy.
613 East Fordham Road.
You open already?
Yeah.
613 East Fordham Road.
Yeah.
That's 5th. Siron.
Pun.
You're doing great.
Styles. Juices for Life.
Yeah, we working, man.
I'm
stay working.
I'm a juicer, right? But I go juice like gangster shit. I drink that fermented shit, get you buzzed the fuck up.
Yeah, that's cool.
Is that what y'all do?
We do a little bit of everything.
Yo, what you do?
We got regular juice for you.
You got the.
But at home, you do what you do.
All right, let me get to it. You bum ass brothers who can't perform, when you get a new chick, you get nervous, you get shaky. You get shaky. You go to the juice bar to get something for you, baby. She'll call you every day.
That's what, nah, real talk since I'm here, because health is my thing. I gotta tell them. Which camera is it? This one or this one?
Yeah, man.
Alright.
We go ahead.
Now listen, fellas. If your shit ain't working right, it's your blood, man. It's your blood. Your blood ain't flowing.
No, you can be nervous too. You get a new piece. Stop, niggas get nervous. They get a new piece. Niggas get nervous.
But it's your blood if it is.
Should we have it?
It's your blood in your gut, man.
In your gut? Okay.
Your gut ain't regulated. And if your shit ain't working right, it's your blood. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
If your shit is limp, it don't rise.
Well, a lot of niggas ain't got no blood.
It's the blood. Nah, but you know what it is? If you eating wrong, you know what I mean? If you eating wrong, that's the main part.
Styles crazy, man.
I'm not crazy.
You know what I'm fuck with you? Because these juice bars making millions of dollars. Motherfuckers' blood ain't working, man.
You
fucked up.
It ain't just, it's what you eat, it's what you eat, what you drink, and how you treat yourself. Because on a real tip, like we can laugh at that, but it's not a joke, because on a serious tip, this is why we do the juice bar. More than anything, we are at war. Like if I tell everybody in this room right now, yo, boom, when we leave out this building, you know, you spin the corner, niggas clapping. It's going down. If you don't got money, you don't got family involved, you don't got nothing involved, you're gonna be like, good looking, P, I'm going the fucking other way, you out of there. You get the same information about things that are unhealthy for you. Slow death, food, fried food that we come up in the hood, liquor stores, every corner. Nothing green, nothing colorful, nothing healthy, no good bacteria. What do you think that is? That's slow fucking death. And we don't pay attention to it. So the purpose of the juice was, it ain't just to make money for us, because if you come to the juice bar, you'll see we tell all our customers the menu is printed on the window. Take a picture of it, get a juicer, get a blender, do that shit at home so the kids see it, because it's a slow walk. The easiest way to knock us all off is food, water, miseducation. Yeah. So when niggas is doing what they, when kings is doing what they great grandparents did and thinking, yo, I could do that, circumstances are different, times are different things are in the food, and that's kind of the way they taking us out without us really noticing. So for us, it's important to tell brothers like, yo, watch what's in your gut. You get one body. You like watches, you like cars, you like you like the strip club, you like fast women, you like slow women. You know, you want everything you can enjoy. You enjoy the best and best health, but we don't really practice that in where we from enough. It's not embedded. Like we in a rat race to be doing better than each other instead of making sure we all okay. Like homie, like you know, if you got a dog or a cat, think about it. You got a dog or a cat, right? If your cat don't shit in the cat litter, or your dog don't, you gotta walk your dog in the morning and at night. If the dog don't take a shit, you're gonna be fucking paranoid. You're gonna be like, fuck's up with my dog? How many of us got kids but don't ask them how many times they shit a day? It's just the small things that we ain't really thinking about that we trying to relate the message. Like I ain't telling everybody run out. I'm plant-based, but I don't want to tell everybody to be plant-based because God made animals. I'm pretty sure He knew people would eat them. But I do tell people, balance that shit out, homie. Like you gotta shit, homie. If you ain't shitting, then most diseases start in the gut. Most people in poor ground communities don't really understand that. 90% of diseases start in the gut, bro. That means what you eating is contributing to whatever the fuck you getting. How is diabetes hereditary when us in the USA, in the inner cities, got more than the whole continent of Africa? What's hereditary about that? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Styles, you know what's so funny, Styles? It's funny you say that because me and Ron, we older now, and all my friends were older. Ron said, when young, you like, man, using bathroom as a joke. When you get older, that good, use the bathroom that day, you feel like a king. Yeah. So it's funny you said that. I'm not even joking, bro. Yeah. That just means a lot. Now, I need you to tell the people this. I'm one of the victims. I don't do it much. When I come home from hanging out, having a good drinking session with my crew, I be starving. My bum ass go to Popeyes. What do motherfuckers eat? Peanuts? Or just go to sleep? or eat juice and water? Cause mother wanna eat something. I ain't gonna lie.
You should eat what works for you. But if you're gonna eat chicken, you should be eating grilled chicken that you know where it's from. That's not full of antibiotics and hormones. At least, like I say, put it like this, man. You don't know. It's a weird sounding thing, right? I'm a stoner, I'm a hippie, so just pardon me.
Yo, this dude, man. Yo, this Big Face Gary Show. You're on my show. Talk.
Right? Now look, I just seen him eating, so I'm gonna ask him. I'm not even gonna ask you, I'm gonna ask him.
Okay.
But these are the things we don't think about. Young beloved, the chicken you ate, was it male or female?
I have no idea.
How old was it?
No clue.
Was it full of antibiotics, hormones, or was it grass fed?
Don't know.
Now,
I don't know.
where them sneakers from?
These Nike, man.
Yeah. You got the rock, you got the rock hoodie, you got the paper planes hoodie, you got the fire Air Max, you got the good sweats, you got the ice on, you got the drip, you know everything about what's on the outside of your body. You don't know shit about what you just put on the inside of your body. Not a thing, not one.
Big Face Gary Show. See all this
Not
knowledge?
one. Like not one. And we're too accustomed to that. Like that's kind of crazy. Because you can't enjoy all of that outside shit without, you enjoy that more. I can't say, pardon me, I referenced that wrong. You can enjoy it, but you'll enjoy it more in good health. You understand what I'm saying? You enjoy it more when you have some kind of reference. Alright, this shit's grass fed. You know what I mean? It's hormone free. You know what I mean? Like, we just put shit in the inside of us. But if I tell you, yo, my G, check this out. I got some skippies for you. I got a fucking silver chain for you. I got a bum ass CH Mom hoodie for you, and some sweats. Are you rocking with it? You ain't rocking with it, right? But you don't think about that on the inside. And you the youth, you the future. So you as a father, you as somebody in the 40s, you as an uncle, you as a big bro, you as an OG to the community, gotta look at him, know that's the future, and say, alright. And I ain't telling you don't eat chicken, I'm just telling you eat the best chicken you fucking can.
You just school me, brother. You don't even know what you just did.
And dudes always go, yo, it's expensive to eat healthy. Fucking Air Max are expensive. Retro Nights are expensive. Jewelry's expensive.
When I put that
iPhones are expensive. Hoodies are expensive. Hats are expensive. What the fuck ain't expensive? Like, we too conditioned to think a whole way we shouldn't. You the future, so it's my job to tell you, alright, young fella, I ain't telling you don't eat chicken, but you should start looking what kind of chicken you putting in you, and then look what chicken does to your body. Look at what people who don't eat chicken do. Like, you gotta start weighing out the odds. It's like, you know, that's what we don't do. It's too, and you know why we have to do that? Because we like to live life. We like to live life. Like me, I like to smoke. I still smoke. I still drink. I still, like, you know what I mean?
You ain't changing, but you try to do certain things so you can
the best of my.
Yeah, so you
as
can
a
have
plant-based person. I can't drink too much. I ain't gonna sit there and drink 5 cups. I can't. My body ain't gonna be able to. Ain't gonna take it. I don't want to treat my system like that the next day. But I'm still human. We start thinking that this plant-based and the juice life and all of this shit is for nerds, tree huggers, granola people, this and that. Nah, it's war, homie. I'm just alert that we at war. Well, I'm just paying attention.
Well,
you know.
I love what you just said, because thank you so much. Remember that, youngins. What he's saying, because I like to dress a little bit too. Ron, we all talk shit, but you gonna make sure you don't wear no fake boots, no fake sneakers, and all that. See what's going on in your body. He makes a lot of sense. You just woke me up because I gotta think like that, Ron. Now, moving along, you still have D Block on the table. Who's the next rap on D Block who's gonna tear the game up for you right now?
We got a lot of people on D Block working. Snipes working, Moxburg's working. Kiss got a son, Jay Wan's working. I got a son, Noah, that's working.
Yeah. All your Chic, that group, all y'all together in that shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we always work. We're a brotherhood, man.
I'm about to say that to you. It was a great question.
Nino Man's working.
He asked the question earlier.
Nino go hard.
I would have thrown him out my show because that's my brother, because he asked some questions fucking my show up, but I caught it. Fuck you, Els. Now, you guys, like El says, I can't front. Me and Ron have a rule. We started this together. We're not gonna let nothing break us up. I met El through Grid. This is my nephew, and this is my brother. We grew up together. Ron, we got a rule. Nothing gonna break us up. I love how you, Jada, and Sheik are like a grill. You ain't gonna be rich or poor and he fucking live in a shelter. It's not happening. Damn. See what I said? He said it's not happening.
No.
How did y'all keep that brotherhood, man? Because a lot of people don't know how to do that, bro.
You can't make up groups and you can't make up men. And you can't make up character. You are who you are at the end of the day. Men should live by their word. If you have an oath, you have a brotherhood. Money shouldn't really. They print money every day, bro.
People love money stuff.
Like, yeah, like, but you'll never be the richest or brokest. Nobody in here can ever say I will be the richest or brokest
I don't
man.
love money.
You can't even fathom that. You can't say, yo, I'm gonna be the poorest. There's somebody 10 times poorer than you. Even if you was to lose everything right now today, your apartment, your house, your clothes, everything. You still have a brain, you still have your body, you still functioning, you still know people. A lot of people in the hood, they've been through fires, they've been through jail, they've been through death. There's, you know, so there's always ways to get back. You're never gonna be the richest, you're never gonna be the poorest. So with that being said, you know, you gotta respect your people for who they are, you gotta respect your brothers for who they are, and loyalty is royalty more than anything. You can't bring none of that shit in the grave with you. What's important is what they're gonna say about you when you're gone.
That's what
like for me, none of the people that I have the utmost admiration for, or you know, look up to, or admire the things they have done, do I admire because of their financial status. I may salute the financial status. I may, you know, salute their accolades and what they have accomplished. For the man's character is pretty much, we all know dope heads and bass heads, coke heads, bums, dudes from the hood who gave us the most important jewels of our life that didn't have shit, but what does their character say about them? Like, you know what I mean? So it's all about a person's character.
Okay, well, I commend you for that, because all you guys are looking well. Like I said, that's my man, Els. I met him through Tone.
Yeah.
And this was my main man. I grew up when we were like 9 years old. Me, him, and never. He'll buy me a bottle. I say, Greg, want it back? And El will tell you this. I go to his house and say, Greg, you want some weed, Chris? I'm good. If not, he's not a user. So what I'm saying is, money don't make me. Me and Ron got a rule. We don't hate money, but money don't make us.
Nah.
I swear to you, he'll tell you that about me. We don't care about that shit.
That's a fact.
We go. So now, this is the most impressive for me on this show right now that I saw. I saw you advocating for your neighborhood. Because you, of course, not trying to blow you up, you were doing very well for yourself. You was paying $4,400 a month rent in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And you jumped and said, okay, I'm paying that because you try to do the best you can, but everybody know you're a rapper, you can afford it. But you said the average person can't afford it.
No, they
And
can't.
this is the problem I'm having on stock. I know a lot of my friends, they could pay $1,000 a month. They could pay $800.
Yeah.
But where the fuck are you gonna find $4,400 a month to
Yeah.
pay rent? So I love when you did that.
Yeah.
That mean, I was very impressed with that, brother. You went
Thank
to war. So I want you to explain that to the people. How did that work out? And
Well, it was just something, well, it started from, shout out to my man Luke Conte and Mayor Spanner. I went to the dinner's bowl with the mayor. I deal with the mayor, police officers. I deal with
but you always have their own mayor?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm just trying to, I know we in New York, but
yeah, we got our own mayor. We got our own
you
pretty much.
they all fuck with you. Excuse me, they all know you.
We all, yeah.
Okay.
We're pretty cool. I mean, we try to speak up for the people.
Okay.
And try to, you know, work both sides of the fence and still, you know, try to do our job. So basically started with, you know, going to the, I went to a ball or a meeting or a dinner or whatever you call it with, you know, a bunch of prominent people in the town and, you know, in the county of Westchester and the city of Yonkers.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just trying to figure out why certain things are so hard for certain people. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, for when you come from the hood, I don't know about Harlem and the Bronx because I don't live there.
Okay.
I visit, so I don't know about the inner politics of it. But if a dude makes it to like be a garbage man in Yonkers, it's like he made it to Harvard or Yale. Oh wow. And that's kind of sick in the head. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of a fucked up thing to think about and a kind of way to feel when you think about it. It's like, yo, you know, it's kind of a hard thing to get certain jobs and get in certain positions and to be able to get benefits and, you know, have security. And as a you know, fortunate. I make, you know, I've made money off of music. You know, I do other businesses, but the average person can't.
You're not gonna do that on my show. He's made a lot of money in the music
No,
business.
I mean,
Yo, Styles, you're not bragging. I'm bragging for you. This is what I do. You lay low for me. Let me do what I do. You ain't robbed nobody. You ain't steal from nobody.
People's made a lot more than me. Like,
Okay, one Styles, you got 5 people. You're a good
the
guy.
one thing we ain't gonna do with our people when I'm on here is
I'm not belittling nobody.
No, I don't want the people to get on here. And one thing is, I've made money. My partners made money. We've made money because we work.
Yes, you did. I'm about to say that.
We work.
You didn't let me do that for you. You put in major work.
Because
Major work in.
and a lot of people don't money, and especially you know what it is because fuck it, man. We on here. You got me talking now.
Go ahead, get it.
Here's what we do as a
My
people.
show, get it.
Like money is a very important thing because it take care. Things are much better with money. You won't get me to sit here and lie to you. Life is
You ain't lying.
much easier when you have money. But life is not better when you have money. Money doesn't make you happier. You know what I mean? Your happiness comes from how you're able to navigate and what you plan to do with your money and things you can do with your money. Let me finish.
Let's make walk. No, I told me let's make on T-walk. I miss T-walk.
I lived in a building with some of the richest people in the world for years.
Yonkers?
No, not in Yonkers and White Plains. I lived in the Ritz-Carlton for years.
Good Jesus.
I kept the residence in the Ritz-Carlton for 7 years.
He was getting money.
I lived around owners of teams, owners of big corporations, owners of this, players of that. Poor people have much more fun than rich people. We laugh more, we dance more, we smile more, we endure hard times more. Everything we do at a much more higher scale. I definitely was, if not the poorest, in the top 5 poorest people in that building.
You stupid. That's a fucking style.
I'm being real with you, but the people in the building, from the people who actually developed the building, to the valet people, to the people who worked there, treated me better than all the people who lived there. I was the most humane to the people. I come in smelling like a pound. Like, hey, how you doing? How's your family? How's everything going?
was a rap.
Peace, love is love.
Yeah.
They be like, yo, you tip the best? I'm like, tip the best? I'm definitely top 5 poorest in here.
Yeah.
I know struggle though, so I'm familiar with the people. I'm able to deal with them on a level that's different. So when I started to see that wealthy people, they do more, they get to enjoy finances more than we poor people do. But we somehow endure life better than they do. So brown people, we often forget about how important having soul is. Just to be able to look at your mom and your kids, laugh, dance, smile with them, have rhythm, have fun, eat a good meal, enjoy a good TV show. Because money is printed every day. You could lose a watch, get a watch back. You could fucking get a Rolls Royce today, crash it, insurance give you the next one the next day. Same with a Porsche, Ferrari, whatever the fuck you want to name. Lose a family member, try to get it back.
Tough.
Lose that, try to get it back.
Styles give me
You don't get it physical back,
I
but
love my
that's
mama
it.
years ago, and I think my mama every day. She be so proud of me right now.
Can you get another mom?
Oh no. He knew my mama.
Your mom's still with you. She's still with you. The energy's there with you.
I give up.
The spirit is there
I
with
give
you.
up. I live in a shelter to get my mother back.
Yeah, so that's why we don't often. You chase the dream so much that you forget.
Be by his side, he's straight shot. Be by his side, man.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I know what you're speaking.
I'm
I went to Haiti after the earthquake.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, yes I did.
We get emotional. We got wait on that.
Yeah, yes I did. I've been to Haiti after the earthquake.
Now you're official. I'm not my town.
You been there?
And yo,
want
Scott,
a shot? You
condolences for your loss and the strength that you and your wife
For your child.
showed to everybody who was going through
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
And yo, and the maturity,
Seriously,
man.
I can imagine going through that.
I couldn't either.
It's a
You're an
child.
example.
Thank you.
You're an example for all of
Thank
us,
you.
brother.
I know how much I love my
Thank you,
child.
bro. Like-
I know how much Ron feel about his kids, all my friends here. So I respect you for that, man. I wasn't gonna bring that up because that's very emotional.
Yeah.
But Ron, it did it in a sense to big you
But
up,
even
not
with
to
that,
not to bring you bad times, man.
No, it's okay. It's
Okay.
okay. Even with that, you gotta understand. Even Me and my wife will wake up some days, you know, she's crying, I'm crying, we both crying, we're both down. But then you got to think about people whose kids been taken from them and they don't know where they at ever. Like think about all the people with missing things on the thing. Think about people who lost their whole family in war. Whatever you're going through, somebody is going through more than what you're going through.
Yeah.
Be thankful for the Creator, and it gives you a chance to understand that life is bigger than a physical. Like we all leaving here.
Yeah.
One way or the other. Like whether it's tragic, whether it's comfortable, whether it's something you feel or whether you not feel, that is inevitable. That is for certain. And so with understanding that, you understand, you know, pain is inevitable, but pain is part of love. Pain is part of happiness. Pain, everything is, for me personally, it's all part of just one big energy and one big emotion that I'm just I am and I'm part of.
You're doing a great job moving forward for that, because like I said, I commend you for that. So I want to shout out to Big Pun.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Chris Rivers, man.
Yes.
That's my boy.
Okay.
His son is nice.
Yeah. He got a square on Grand Concourse.
He deserved that.
And
He
Ford.
earned
He
that.
deserved that.
He earned that.
You got a great Big Pun story for us, man. Give me one, man.
I just love fun, man.
You got anything you remember? Like
I'm gonna give you my great Big Pun story.
Yeah, thank you.
For all those who ain't listening, he has a fucking son that is nice as fuck. He has a son that is nice as fuck, that carries the same energy, character, charisma, talent, energy. That is a beautiful soul. So more than to focus on Pun and being here, let's focus on Chris Rivers.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? His seed that's here, I think Pun would appreciate that more for all of us in hip hop, especially being that that young man embodies what hip hop is about. It's not that he's just Pun's son. He's his own man. He's Pun's son, but he's fucking nice and he's an awesome, amazing human fucking man. Anybody in the hip hop outlet, I would appreciate it if you love Pun. And you know, you celebrate him and you throw him up. Also, make sure you check out Chris Rivers, because that's the seed and he's
tough.
To say the least.
Well, this Big Face Gary show, you don't know Mr. Rivers, Chris Rivers, you can come to my show anytime you
To
want
say the least.
and do your thing on my show. You're invited to the Big Face Gary show.
You know, but that's my story, because, you know, we often don't, you know, me meeting and knowing Pun and getting to be around him, his energy was always amazing. He was a funny guy. He was, you know, for me, a super legend in New York. He's done so many things. Like, you know, we often put shit in categories, and I know, like, you know, Puerto Rican and nice, but Pun was just fucking nice.
Nasty.
For me, he was just a nice MC, and he was just, his energy was just beautiful and amazing anytime you see him. Like, you know what I mean?
Rest in peace, Big Pun.
Yeah, so he passed that down to a seed, which is the story.
I'm gonna check Chris Rivers out.
Check his seed out. That's the fucking story.
That's how you do it.
Shout out to Curious George too, one of the first pioneers of Puerto Rican rappers.
Curious.
That's my man. I grew up with him. One of my good friends. Now, shout out to the Nori Show, Drink Champs, EFN. I love y'all.
Brother.
Now,
Those are my brothers.
besides you killing it, who won on Banned from TV? I listened to that. Yo went to work on that motherfucker.
Everybody did. I love the whole record.
Yo went crazy.
I love the whole fucking record. Like when you love like certain things in history, like it's for the fans to compare everything. Like I'm a hip hop fan, so when I listen to something, I do the same. But as an artist, you know, you appreciate being able to make art and a piece of history. So for me to sit back and start comparing who did what on history, there's some days I like everybody's verse better than everybody else's verse, depending on how I'm feeling and what the week is like. And the mood, like, you know what I mean? Some days Nature's verse is the best of me, some days Nori's verse, some, like, you know what I mean? It all switches. Some days everybody had the best verse to me on the thing, because music is, you know, and we're in a generation, and I get it, technology, all these apps and everything's comparison, but sometimes you gotta just appreciate art for being art without, for me personally, not everybody, like, you know, for me personally, I just like to say, That's fucking dope, and appreciate all the energy that's on there instead of deciphering and separating the energy and whose energy was better. I just appreciate
sometimes from the other side.
all that energy. Yeah, I say as a fan.
I
That's what
love
I'm
to
saying.
see.
As a fan, I do the same thing.
Murdered it, you
As
know?
a fan, I do the same
Yeah.
thing. But I'm saying, as an artist, when you do something, you
Especially when it's young.
don't approach it that way.
Like
I approach the record to murder the record and say, hopefully the fans say I had the fucking best verse on
Stop
it.
the shit, Styles.
You know, that's how I approach everything.
Stop the shit.
No, that's how I approach
You're a
a record.
monster.
Every
Again,
record.
everybody knows Big Face. I don't give a fuck. You know my energy. If you were trash, you said bullshit. I study you. I study you. My man is a hip hop head. My other brother's a hip hop head. He's a ridiculous. Pat, everybody here. Is Styles be above average?
Way above average. Way above. What?
Come on, man. You don't fuck around.
That shit a little different. That's
Yeah, you different type of motherfucker,
That's
man.
different.
You a different type of motherfucker, man. You and the
different
Siegel.
type of
Hey,
shit.
I'm gonna get the Siegel thing. You and Siegel is different type of motherfuckers, man. Y'all take that shit real personal. Y'all fight for that shit. Now, this is the thing for me, like, JADKISS, you piece of shit motherfucker. You knew what you was doing. You got, first of all, you a hood nigga. I ain't saying you no hood nigga, fam. But you dress every day. JADKISS throw a pair of shorts on and go hang out. You fly every day. Jada taught you out. He taught you out that versus battle. I'm not saying Jada didn't win, but Fab forgot a lot of truth. He was being too cool, Ron.
We had this all the time.
He was
What
being too
happened
cool.
was, he was thinking Jada, he forgot Jada had it for the ladies.
He did, but Ron, Fab
he
forgot
forgot.
Ron, you ain't say
Jada
Fab forgot a lot of
had it for
songs? Ron, you said, I ain't gonna lie, Fab forgot a lot of songs. Fab was being too cool. Jada, I'm not saying he didn't win the battle. You got it.
Okay, so now,
Jada got filthy drunk and he said it. And he willed his power on that shit, man. Fab forgot records he had. He went hard. I was trying to give a shout out to him because he killed that shit.
JADKISS is brothers, man.
Huh?
JADKISS is brothers. They hang out real tough.
yeah.
They
Oh,
brothers.
they hang out?
Yeah, they brothers.
Okay.
That's a different thing, but he must have fucking forgot what we do, man.
Yeah, Ron said that though. I'll admit
That
that.
was my point.
I thought Jada had a lot of records I forgot about.
That
You
was
like
my
Styles,
point,
Ray
Styles.
Love.
do, man.
I forgot those.
That was my point.
Jada had records I forgot. I said, oh.
I think you did.
I forgot.
Fab,
You know?
But it should have been that bad. Yo, it was still Fab was like, yeah, you know, Jada High with the yellow mean sweatsuit on, banger.
Shout out to Fab.
And shout out to Fab, my man.
Fab is the man.
Let me tell a story about Fab. You don't like the Styles. I went to a club with Fab. I forgot the club. I was with my man Cotty. He dropped a $100,000 bracelet on the floor. Damn. Literally cost $80, $90. I don't know what it was. My man Cotty picked it up and said, who this shit belong to? I don't know. Your Fab is yours? The first name? Yeah, G, good looking. He asked us, you just saved me a lot of paper. Can I take y'all shopping or something? Me and Cotty said, nah, we good.
Real shit.
Fab's an honorable dude.
We said, nah, we good.
Fab's a stand-up G.
We said, we good, man.
I love Fab, man.
Now, Fab official. So it was just fun. So make no mistake clear this. Jada, I love you, Fab, I love you. I just felt, bottom line is, I forgot Jada had a lot of records. You're right. All I know is the hood shit. I remember a lot of hood shit. He had a lot of features I forgot about. Styles. Official. Both rappers, great rappers, loved them. Ron, moving along. Now, besides you and Jada, who the best back and forth rappers you ever seen? After you and Jada, your back and forth game is ridiculous.
There's too many to name, man. Ray and Ghost.
That's it.
Great comparison.
Fame and Billy is super dope.
Great.
Hove Kanye is dope. Nas and AZ is incredible.
Damn.
Let's not forget Slick Rick and Dougie.
Damn.
EPMD are the godfathers of it.
What I told you about the
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Damn, baby, you killed everything that I thought.
It's a Bread and Meth, get busy with it. A couple times. It's a lot of people, man. It's a beautiful thing to do. Like,
Great fucking answer, man.
Smith and Wesson, Part itself.
Yes, sir.
Cannot forget them.
Yes. What them little Ron dudes? They did the same crew.
Griselda.
Bucktown. What's the great?
Griselda. I said Smith and Wesson.
No, the
Cocoa
other
Brothers.
Black Moon. What you think? They didn't do back to back a lot. They just did a lot.
Cocoa Brothers did.
Cocoa Brothers. Okay. Griselda. Yeah.
Griselda go back and forth nice. There's some young boys, I don't know their names, they go back and forth.
Y'all was back and forth with 38 Special and Beanie.
Yeah.
Y'all killed it. They went back and forth. Y'all went back and forth. It was fire.
Yeah. 30 Express official.
It's like one back and forth. It's like one guard, two guard.
It ain't that easy though.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta know how to do it though.
So yeah.
Don't say it that
You
easy.
do. No, I'm saying, I didn't say it was, I never said it
Y'all
was
must be
easy.
super talented.
I said it was 21. You said it was easy, nigga. I didn't even say the word easy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Styles.
I said it was
I'm about to go now. I'm trying to big you up just in case.
Nigga said it was easy.
I watched you write that. We're gonna get to that part. That shit ain't that easy. That shit not that easy. Now,
that shit.
the shit is killing me right now. A lot of you motherfuckers get your game plan together because legal weed in New York is legal now. How do you feel about that?
Not today. Couple more weeks, right?
Oh, it's not official. I don't know.
It's getting there.
Educate me. I heard it was
They writing the law. It's not legal yet.
It'll be legal
If
before
it was
420.
if it was fucking legal today, you would. I mean, I may have missed the show. Keep it in the buck with you. They would have said Lee was kidding me.
So stop. When they say legal,
smoking on every cop.
so legal, that
I
means
just drove around every fucking borough. Just lighting up on cops if it was recreational or legal. You kidding me? I said, we gotta do this shit on the road. Mask off. Police there, mask off, joint lit. Exhale. Hard.
okay. So basically,
Yeah, you
it's
fucking
not official
smoke
yet.
charges
So
like that.
thank God I don't know. Oh yeah, well
It's official on Jersey. It's getting here though.
oh,
It's
you
getting
said
here. It's coming.
nobody has more weed charges than Greer. Greer has
know
none of
that.
that.
Oh, 7. That nigga ain't
No 7 or 75.
Oh, we may be talking.
My man here.
I gave them a lot of Nike boot money, man.
Yeah, he done lost a lot of games.
Service, everything, man. The whole
They got me, G. You're wrong on a regular grease to get locked up for weed. On a regular. It was ridiculous.
We need reparations from Charlie, bro. Facts.
So officially, y'all say because Panero said if the weed was legal today, he might have missed my show. I'd have came with my camera to find you. Now, moving along, you're the ambassador for the Don Line weed.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about getting your own strand?
Nah, I like the Don line because it's multiple strains. I'm from strain gang, man. Like I'm a Don line ambassador, but I also have my own thing called strain gang with my partner. Shout out my partner O.
Okay.
And you know what I mean. But I think I like to approach everything like from a business standpoint. You know what I mean. I'm a smoker, so although I'm a rapper and I am an egotistical dude sometimes.
You all have it.
Stoners like to smoke multiple strains of weed.
That's a
Not
fact.
one strain.
That's a fact.
Not one strain. Nobody after 5 months is gonna be
He's a
looking for
stoner.
that. So I like the Don line because shout out to my bro C-Town Gabe and you know Gabriel Cannabis. I get to see the process of a lot of strains grown, test them out, see them, and then tell the people what I'm smoking and be an ambassador for something I'm smoking and not just selling. Like, you know what I mean? I want you to know what I'm buying and what I'm into, and you can get into it too, or you can not get into it. Either or, instead of just going, hey, here, buy my, buy the shit, buy my one strain. Nah, I know you like it. I'm a stoner. I don't know how many strains I might smoke.
When you say you're a stoner, tell me what you know a stoner. Explain when you say you're a stoner to the people. What you mean by that?
Fucking smoke.
What do you mean by that?
You smoke. I'm asking you a question. You smoke like a
I
motherfucker.
get stoned.
Oh, okay.
He styles.
I get
Please.
stoned.
What is wrong with you? You out of touch. He
Hey,
styles.
I don't smoke weed. I'm sorry.
I smoke
Bro.
grade A fire, top notch, best weed in the world. I know all the best growers, companies,
Yeah.
business people. If it's a secret society for weed, I'm in it.
He forgot.
Tone, you're not a stoner.
You forgot good times.
Tone, you're not a
He
stoner.
forgot
You're a
Jay's
stoner.
catalog, and he forgot good times.
I'm the creator of good times. I get high.
High.
Are you kidding me?
High.
Okay.
Okay, so you're a stoner.
I made black hippie New York music when it wasn't
Yeah.
even here.
Okay, so you're officially. I
Actually, I gotta take.
I
that
caught
back.
up, Ron.
I gotta take that back. Red and meth had it here first.
Yeah.
I will be honorable and keep it a buck. They definitely did, because they was here before me holding it
Yeah,
down.
they stoners in movies. They was wildin'.
You know
They
what I
went
mean?
to private school and a fucking
But for the, I came in the game holding it down.
Oh no, you're official.
I came in the game holding it down for the dudes and
he's official stoner.
out there getting stoned.
So now, I ain't gonna lie, your styles using the game, Sigel, Hove, DMX, all you guys. I used to fly on private jets with Dame, and I knew how much they cost. Lil Uzi got a fucking $25 million diamond in his head. I'm not knocking his hustle, that's his business. What I'm asking you is your opinion. Hip hop has grown so big. Where the fuck is this money coming from, man? In hip hop?
White people.
Well, goddamn. Well,
explain that to me what you mean when you say that, please. White people gotta explain. This is ridiculous. Because you earned every. I'm not saying they earned their money. It's way easier when you was grinding. It was way easier.
White people, man. Hip hop is huge. It's worldwide. Big corporations are involved. Who owns big corporations? White people.
Okay.
So,
just like
you know what I mean? All this money comes from white corporations, white-owned corporations that like to, you know, sell products through hip-hop and the influence of hip-hop. Hip-hop is the one thing that's actually, you gotta understand this, you know, especially for the, like there's a lot of people from our age group that's watching. There's gonna be a lot of young people that's watching, and they may not really grasp what's going on and understand, you know, because you're on your fucking phone every day, Instagram, Twitter, which is understandable because it's there, but check it out. Hip-hop is our language, culture, religion, way of walking, talking, eating, sleeping, shitting, fucking, dancing, doing everything that we invented and created basically because we were we was the people that they didn't recognize. We was after the slavery, you know, after Jim Crow, after all of that, people, we don't have our own language. You know what I mean? We don't have our own names. We don't have our own tongue. We don't have none of that. So hip hop was created out of the lack of that. And that is the one thing that is universal right now. There's nothing else that's more universal than hip hop at all. There's not even a fucking close second. Not even close. It's not even a close second. So with that being said, big corporations understand what's the #1 tool to reach the whole entire fucking world. Hip hop. That's it. Not a car, not an app, not a sneaker, not a chain. Hip hop. Hip hop.
Hip hop.
Okay. All right. From this segment on, I'm putting my helmet on. I'm not taking it off. Can you pass me my Haitian flag? There's something over here. Something look over there. It's in my bag.
This is Captain.
From this on here, it gets dirty. I'm gonna let you know, brother. I don't give a fuck. This is my brother. You know how I play with him. This is my man. We have no issues. I don't know how to fuck around. It's from here on in, it gets real disrespectful, good way. You know, like, you crazy. All good shit. This one made me like you, nigga. I didn't even know who you was. All right. Just humble and I come off. I sweat bullets before coming off this segment. Do you remember when you first met me?
You gotta remind me. I knew you before I met you.
You knew me a little bit. You see me. I'm gonna tell you when you met me. You and Beanie Sigel and JADKISS and Luch went to war. Y'all was saying all type of shit to each other. It was getting crazy. It died down after 3-4 years. I said it's time to squash this beef. I called you Styles. I said it's Big Face. You knew me, but we didn't know each other. Yo, it's Big Face Gary, man. I'm the A&R for Beans. I need y'all to do a record together, man. What you think? Why not, G? That shit been over with, man. We've evolved. That's what you said to me and your stud. I said, word. I hung up with it. I said, hold right back. I called Beans. Beans, Styles said he'll do a record with you. Word, not fully accent. Word. I said, yeah, I'm with it. He came to the studio, Griff. That's why I said this motherfucker, same shit did today, gave me deja vu. You had your man, you say the problem with you, bro, with you.
Yeah,
Beans had 30 niggas who not for no beef. He's a Philly nigga. They love him. He ain't out, whatever. Y'all came in, y'all hugged each other. And then I asked, I said, yo, Styles, before we did the song, Ron, I said, yo, Styles, you like here, chillin', not just like you, homeboy, I don't know your name like that. Oh no, that's my man. He ain't no street dude, he's official. When I hang with guys like that, it makes my life better. I evolve, but I don't need no street niggas all the time. That shit ain't good for me all the time. You said that to me. You know that, right? You say you don't hang with this. It's not good for you right now. You're trying to do something different. And if I remember when you did that record, you wrote each other's verses. Am I lying? Remember, like you wrote his, you wrote yours. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. God, that thing good, baby.
Fire.
He is the ambassador.
Yeah, good. Jesus. So
Shout
I
out
was
to my bro.
I was
Shout out to
telling
my bro Bird.
Okay.
Pound
Okay. Yeah. So my thing is that I was amazed with you because first of all, you and Beams was like nothing happened. There was no animosity. You could see that shit. And then you came with one person and you wasn't thinking about nothing because I told him we good. You didn't even ask that to me if we good. You're just a street motherfucker like me. I don't worry about shit like that. If it's gonna be, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
That's how if it's gonna be, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And then y'all wrote each other's verses. And y'all killed that shit. And I'm gonna brag a little bit on my show. They ain't talked since that beef or nothing. Then I said they gotta squash the shit. And they hugged each other. And they did that song. And it was nothing but love. Am I correct?
Yeah, for sure.
You came with one dude. You came to my spot right now by yourself. Everybody here is my friend. And you just said, G, I don't even know about this. I know you my man, G. What I'm trying to say is, shout out to Beanie Sigel too, man. You're a big part of my career, man. Big part of my career. Big part. So what I'm saying is that I was so amazed that you came with your man on no bullshit and y'all killed that shit. And y'all squashed the beef, whatever way it was, y'all just made it happen. And that's a big part of my legacy because Styles, I A&R'd a bunch of projects. Beanie Siegel's the best project I A&R'd. If he didn't get locked up, that'll take me where I need to go. Feel it in the air. I did that whole album myself. It's a hard work because Beanie's a handful. Great guy though. So now, I just want to tell you that I'm so happy that you came that day. And when you was coming over here, were you even thinking about nothing? You just said, I'm going to come do this record. Was you worried about anything? Nothing was in your mind.
I don't really worry like that, man.
Nah, you didn't act like it.
Where ain't in my thing?
You ain't lying. You didn't act like it.
Where ain't in my thing? I think a lot of us, especially when you come from a rough environment or a rough neighborhood, you get accustomed to not worrying early. I go with the flow. I go with the punches, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. If every man should have a limit to what he knows he should do, and I don't say to say I don't have fear or I'm not scared of things. I would be lying to you as a man. Like anytime something's on, I get jumpy, I get butterflies in my stomach, I get anxious, I get worried about being on the losing situation, but I don't let none of those things prohibit me from being a man. I don't feel like I need security or different things or elements to be around people. One, because I don't even come with that energy though. Anybody who's ever been around me knows that's not I'm not gonna act, I know what it's like to be fucked up, so I'm not gonna act uppity around fucked up people because I never forgot what it's like to be fucked up. It's kind of stuck in my DNA to remember what it's like to be fucked up. So I don't go places with that edge. Like, what's funny is when a lot of rappers probably never got to experience it, but I've been so many places alone and dolo and been embraced by people that just want to protect me from being like that. Like, you know what I mean? Just from coming in on even terms. I don't, I ain't here to shit on nobody. I respect everybody's, like if I come to your turf, I understand and know the rules of the game. It's your fucking turf. Yeah. And I'm gonna respect that and show you that respect because I'm expect the same thing when it's like, all right, I'm here, I'm in your grounds. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna respect that. I ain't here to step on your toes, respect me for who I am. I'm salute you if it's your spot. But that shit may be vice versa. I may catch you on my turf. I may catch you on my homie's turf. I may catch you on my homie's turf. And I'm gonna respect you if we were respectable. I ain't gonna shit on you.
But the reason I'm saying is because when you were going to war for just say one question and don't go deep because you're very smart. So you like to talk like I like to talk. When you battled Beanie Sigel, was it for P. Diddy, Bad Boy, or was it for you?
He wasn't no bad boy at that time.
He was educated. Oh, Rough Rider. Was it for the Rough Rider or was it for the Locks?
No, it was for the principle.
That's what I
the principle of things. I was fond of Beanie. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not really that
It's fond
of that many people. Like to meet up with somebody. He's cut from what I'm cut from. I'm pretty sure his story is pretty much the same, very similar to my story, but from a different place. We've pretty much went about our lives kind of in the same, fashion,
Okay, cool.
so to say. So when you cool with somebody and you have a respect for them, and you come from the jungle, and you understand, like, you know what I mean? It's just,
Okay.
if I bump into him, I want to go further first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just with anybody, with any terms. If me and you got a problem and I know what you like, and you cut from a certain cloth, my plan is just to go further first. And be more, and
That's some shit wrong. I talk
be
about that all day.
be more impactful, you know what I mean?
So
That's just how it goes in the journey. That's not just music,
that's life.
That's life in general. Like, you already know, like, alright, this dude you had a problem with, and you be like,
Okay.
and then this dude you got a problem with, it's like, alright, I'm on go time. Like, I ain't gonna play around because I already know this dude you walk by, and even as it, like, if anybody in here's ever, been a stick-up kid or been on a stick-up or been on that time, you could be on that time, but there's that one person you gonna walk by and this ain't even worth it. This ain't even worth it.
Cause your
you
hands
could
is
be
full.
on that time.
Cause your hands is
And
full.
you could be on full
Hands
wolf,
is gonna be full.
lion,
We ain't gonna talk
hyena
about that
time.
shit. You stick this
Full-
thing. You stick this
Full go mode.
You stick this
My nigga, look at
motherfucker up.
homie,
Your hands
look
is
at
full.
his eyes,
hands
look
is
at his
full.
body language.
Bro, we talked about that. Your hands
And
is
he
full.
it may not be that. Like, that's wolf no wolf.
Yo,
You can't
styles.
you can't fake wolf. You can't fake lion. Like, you can't walk in somebody's shit and fake that. Like, that's a feeling that there's no words to explain that. Like,
But you did something different. Like, you one of the first people I seen that everybody know. We know you real. We know you put in that hard shit. We know you feel that pain. But everybody love you. The person that you've grown into with your wife and your family, and just even what you were saying to the youngins earlier, and how you giving knowledge. Like, it's a whole different type of time for Styles P. I don't even know when or how you made that thing, but I even look at you as don't play with you, but you just know also.
I mean, that transition to know from living that life, we all know, like, if you ever live that life, you know the pain and the feelings that come along with it.
Yeah.
And most men may not be able to tell other men, like, yo, I don't want you to go through that, or that shit ain't worth it. Like, me and you, we may be in the fucking, we may be sitting in the pen together, or we may be on a run together, or we may be in a bad situation, but we may not have that conversation with, like, yo, this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what men should do for other men, and then for the people coming up behind them. Because for me, the most G shit is to save you from the pain that I went through, or at least you inform you about it, or say, here's what's gonna happen, or at least, because even with G Code, that come with respect. Like, I've never been on no. I always told people I've been a gangster
and a gentleman.
gentleman. Like, I've never not been on no. I was raised with good people, around good families, around good neighborhoods, around hard-working poor people, middle-class people, struggling people. I'm a firm believer in manners. I think respect makes you more of a gangster than less of a gangster. Like, I mean, you could be a stranger, you could be weaker than me, you could be stronger than me. I'm gonna treat both of y'all the same. It could be two of y'all right here. This man is a millionaire,
Live on that.
billionaire, and he could be actually, physically stronger than me and a stronger arm than me. This man could be somebody I know I could, rock to sleep. He's gonna get the same amount of respect he gonna get far as it comes to with me, because at the end of the day, if it's on, I'm approach both of them in the same fashion, and they may both approach me in the same fashion. So I'm not different, and that same thing goes with peace. That same thing goes with peace. I don't gotta be. It don't make me no sucker to tell you. If you say to me, "Oh, P, you fucking whatever," and if I tell you, "I don't want no problem, homie," that don't make me no sucker. That makes me an honest man, but That didn't mean I ain't gonna handle the problem.
Right.
That's on your decipher how you decipher. I don't want no problem.
Right.
I ain't gonna be no sucker nigga and let you take advantage of me.
Right.
But I ain't gonna be no sucker nigga and also be afraid to tell you I ain't looking for no problem right now. That shit don't even fit in my schedule right now.
Stop.
That shit don't fit in.
Stop, let me make you laugh. So me and my man, we talk every day. So Sammy Gravano, the bull, got a shout out to Sammy the bull, he got a show. So they robbed him in the car one night. And this dude, Styles, was a regular nigga. He was on Sammy's ass. He was hitting them niggas. He had the big gun. He hit Sammy in his head. His man got hit in the stomach. His man said, I'm not doing this no more. I'm gonna drive a bus from now on. Sammy said in his ear, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. What I'm saying to you is that what you just said, you looked that look in the eye. That got back to that dude. I don't give a fuck who he is. I'm gonna buy more guns. Your hands is full, like my hands is full.
Yeah.
So I respect what you said. Stop. Don't play with nobody else. You don't know who capable of what. That's what I'm saying. I'm on your ass and you on my ass.
Yeah, some people do it all the time.
They think because you ain't got no name is cool.
Yeah.
Oh no. Wrong baby. That dude, I'm on your ass, Sammy the Bull, and you on my ass.
Yeah, because that's that time. You don't.
A man's a man.
A man is a man.
That dude may be working a 9 to 5 and gotta get home with his 2 kids and that time is different than your time.
Yeah.
You could have been like this one thing about the ghetto. I know dudes who've been in the projects, side blocks, back blocks, sold crack, did all that, can't fight a fucking lick. That don't make them less ghetto. Everybody think when you're from the ghetto, everybody's I know dudes who never fought ever because that dude's so golden. You can't fight that dude. You come over here trying to fight him, you got at least 50 niggas on that. That ain't like everybody know from the hood. You got a dude who can fight, joke, dance, ladies man, athlete. This and everybody ain't fucking A1 top shotter just cause we came from a poor place. That ain't how it work.
Yeah.
And hip hop is misleading and even we all know this. We all from the ghetto and know, alright, damn. Watch this nigga back cause this nigga can't fucking make it out.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I gotta watch this nigga and ain't nothing wrong with that. Like and that's the part where it's fucked up in the hood. Like ain't nothing wrong with that, homie. Ain't nothing wrong with being the dancing dude or the nerd dude who never wants to fight or get into a fight. There's fucking
Styles, that's when you said it cause
whatsoever wrong with
I ain't
that.
calling my mans out. This is my best friend. We ain't no punk. We done beat the brothers up. We ain't punk. We ain't looking for no trouble. But all I'm saying is, don't judge this book by its cover. I like what you just said. Now, I gotta say something. When you squash that beat, was the beat squash the beats before I put you together, or it wasn't?
Nah, it was pretty. It was squashed because I think Kiss and Free had spoke already.
Oh, okay.
And it was certain. The time had went on.
I know that, but that's what made me go.
Like the time had went on, but we actually had never spoke. And got to speak. And
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So
Nice.
you brought us together. As far as being seen, like
Great guys, man. This motherfucker, my man. Right?
You brought us together.
I only have 3 rapper friends. They're gonna name them to you. Well, one of them is Nori, and you 2. I ain't gonna name the third one. The third one I don't know about anymore. Now, you never know. I keep it real like this, mom. Anyway, moving forward. So it was kind of died down already. Now, this is the biggest beef I got, and I love him. Why everybody trying to say Shoot Luch is over? They always try to
they
underrated.
Yeah, he's so dope.
I think he goes.
He's so dope.
Tell me y'all, Styles, he goes.
He's super ghost.
Thank you. I'm with you. Everybody, like you know, weakest link.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Silverback.
They didn't say that on the last Locks album. I'm waiting to do the next Locks album to get my revenge.
You went to work on you?
You went to work on everybody. You went to work.
On UJ. Yo, Styles said I need to so I can get my shit back.
Yeah,
that's fire.
He went crazy. That's hot. Big Face Gary said, you don't see shit.
He's the energy. You know what it is? Lucha is the most.
You like
Lucha? You know what's funny? I'm the most.
Excuse me. You like Lucha? No. All right. Wait. Great. You like Lucha? Lucha go? I like them all too.
He's the most less seen. He socializes with the least people.
Okay.
So with that being said, that comes along with that. Like, you know what I mean? He's not loose being his own. Yeah, he's in the booth because he's the energy of the group.
He go hard.
You know what I'm saying? He's
big
like
boy,
we all
big boy.
he's the energy of the group. But for as far as the outside world, he's not, and he's never been kind of. Kiss is the main man of the group. He's our front person. He's the most, I would say, likable. You know, he's the most.
No, he's the
most likable.
Y'all go because right now.
Nah, still even with the thing because he's more. I would say he's more well-rounded and more as far as dealing with the people and rap and knowing this shit and knowing certain shit. Like, I'm in between of us and Lucio.
Now, Jada's way more outspoken than y'all.
No, that was
I would say he's more outspoken.
No, Styles is on everything, yo. He helping everybody. Yo, he's on the radio. He's Juices for Life. He's doing health. You know what I'm saying? He's helping out. He's on reality TV, and he still rap, and he can still hold it with Davies. Ain't no hold it, Dave. It's ridiculous, yo. You still like you're still.
I don't mean no disrespect to Davies. You the up and coming.
That's my baby bro.
I'm not gonna disrespect him.
That's my baby bro.
You can't.
I wasn't saying about it.
That's my baby bro.
He's a hell of a rapper.
That's my baby bro right
But this
there.
the OG to that right there. I can't.
But they're the future. It's no.
I just said the future.
But what happens with rappers, we get confused with. You know, there's no Styles P without Cool G rap. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we get confused with time periods and think we gotta compare everything. When sometimes instead of comparing everything, you can embrace everything and say that's all part of the same cloth. Like, I'm glad that there's a Davies and a Griselda because that gave me until that point, there was a certain point, I think even subconsciously, I didn't even know, like, until like they got their legs in and doing their thing. It was more so of, I think I was putting out so much music because I had to. I felt like just for our people and just for people who lived that certain life, they wasn't getting that material or what they needed. So with that's a relief for me to say, when we, you know, life ain't promised to you, my G. I can fucking leave out this door, slip on an M&M, and at least I can say I'm comfortable with knowing this fucking, it's an East, it's a Don Q, it's a Griselda, and there's a bunch of names I'm missing, but those immediate names come to mind where I can say I'm comfortable with knowing the cloth is taken care of. Like, you understand what I'm saying? That cloth is taken care of, because as time advances, they ain't supposed to be doing exactly what we did. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool because I fit in. I look great. I'm good. I'm great.
You're stony.
And I fit in. I'm balanced. I know. I just really fit in everywhere because I'm not really trying to be at the front of nowhere. That makes me blendable and easy to go. I'm an easy guy to get along with.
That's me and Ron's rule too.
I am very easy to get along with. That's why you asked earlier. In the industry, I'm an easy person to get along with. Like, I'm very respectable. Good. I respect time. Right. I respect energy. I respect whoever's in the room. I respect other people's time. Right. I don't just respect the artist. I respect the engineer. I respect whoever kept the fucking lights on. I respect him on the camera, him on the camera, him on the camera.
I don't care who you are.
Because that energy contributes to everything. So I'm a good businessman when it comes to making music, and I don't fuck around when I get in that studio. I ain't sitting there playing. We don't gotta. I get to the job.
You went to the God MC, who I know you said one of the best rappers of all time, Jay-Z. You said a verse. You said.
Did you type it up?
No, I'm very professional. Let me get this together. You on your leader was soft. So this is your style and beans and the whole rock. It's not personal, your squash shit. Good Jesus. After you called Jay-Z soft in the rhyme, we know you're friends now. Did you ever see him after that?
How soon after?
And what happened the first after you see him?
I mean,
you remember? It's a real good reason why. Because I remember I was with Jay one night and y'all was battling like dogs. I seen JADKISS give Jay a pound. I was shocked. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Stop, what I just said? It was a war.
Yeah.
I seen Jada. I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, oh God, we about to get crazy. Jada nigga pound. Come on, G, we going. Like, I was fucked up. I didn't understand this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, help me out here. I stuttered a little bit.
I seen him outside with Swiss one day.
After all the war you was going through.
Yeah, during it.
During the war.
During it.
Okay. You by
Like
yourself?
at the end. Yeah, of course.
Was you worried?
Was I worried about what?
Just
never
He
worried.
said he don't.
Say out this shit.
He came by himself tonight.
God did it. God MC though.
Yeah.
He going against one of the top
No,
rappers in the game, man.
But,
And I love that about you.
For sure. But
So why I got that?
it's one like when you cool with somebody and
You're not cool. You're beefing.
yeah,
Stop
but
talking about
before,
war.
I'm talking about before when you the war was because we was cool.
That's how you look at it.
Yeah, because if I didn't like them to a certain point, because you feel it's like if you see it's kind of different because like if you're in the hood, if we're in the hood, like depend what hood you from or where it's from, and you my man and we cool, we get along and everything's cool, like you know what I mean, and then we got a problem. We got to spin this corner and we got to shoot the 5.
Yo. Big Face Gary Show merch at BigFaceGaryShow.com. Make sure you get this shit. It's a tray. It's $30. You can roll your weed on it. You can do all kind of shit with the tray. You can throw your money on it. Shit, if you ain't got nothing to eat, you got a small baby or a baby-sized meal, you can eat on that. If somebody makes you mad and you don't like them, you can fucking fling the tray at the... Nah, I'm just fucking around.
This guy so love you. That's very straight. Fuck, I love that shit. Stop. So like y'all going to war and go from when you first seen
That's
Jay-Z.
not war though. Like you
To
understand?
me, I look like war to me, but go ahead.
That was verbal war. You gotta understand. I'm coming from a hood. I'm coming from fresh. I'm fresh off cases, charges, dealing with shit, dealing with the other. Like war is when you gotta go through physical altercations with somebody that you gotta see again and see again and see again. Like you understand what I'm saying? And then being able to resolve those things. Being able to resolve rap things wasn't too difficult because that was really just the ego and the pride working. So, and it wouldn't even been so personal if we didn't like him in the first place.
Okay.
Like you know what I'm saying? It was a fine relationship we had. We seen they come up. It's all like I said, similar stories.
So stop
We
when
seen
you
they come
first
up, we
seen
seen
them.
I come up.
All I'm asking, I want my people here. People ask me, after all that war on the rap, when you first seen
He was
Jay-Z,
standing next to Swiss, so
it was nothing.
my brother would tell me to chill. I'ma chill.
That's it.
That was
I'm not
it.
gonna step on Swiss toes.
That was it.
That's my
Perfect answer. That's what I'm
The
asking.
first time I ever seen him, it was him and Swiss. Nobody else around.
Wow.
And I spun the corner. Him and Swiss talked. I didn't expect to see them.
Wow.
They didn't expect to see me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And Swiss is a great ambassador and delegate. You know, he knows how to delegate things and
Shout out
ambassador
Swiss.
things. So, I wouldn't have did that to Swiss anyway. One, we got a brotherhood with somebody, and you respect somebody as a thing. I would have never violated Swiss like that. Like, if you understand what I'm saying? That would have
So
been
what you telling people is,
a violation of Swiss. And that would have been rougher to deal with personally as a man than anything is like you can't violate your, you know, they got something going, he's doing something, he's trying to resolve it. For me to just come and be ignorant at the time would have been like super ignorant. So, you know, it was kind of, and we didn't have no big, it wasn't
I think it was like that though.
you
It's
know.
legacies to me. Legacies fighting for legacies.
Nah, like during the first couple months, a year, you probably would have just flew.
I ain't gonna tell you that. You swung on me because I'm the beans ain't yes, I done took the hit and with a bangle
just flew.
because y'all was bugging out. But that's the rap game. I'm with that shit.
And you know, at that time in my life, you gotta understand, at that time in my life, I was going through a lot of shit, man. I was in a whole
Different mind frame.
whole nother mind frame and a whole nother zone and actually trying to get out of it. Like you understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of more so like, alright, we're going through the rap beef, but at this, you know, that's not beef. At the same time, I was going through real life shit, like real life shit, like
People don't think you're human, man.
you understand what I'm saying? Like, no, I mean real life beef. So you don't start comparing, like, that's a whole nother element and beast to be thinking about. And then you start doing it, and you know, you want to do as a businessman, and even from the streets, when you sell work, when you do anything, you know, trouble fuck up the money, man. Violence fucks up the money. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can let your ego and pride, and that always gets involved, and you do what you gotta do, or instinct, or just, you know, sometimes principle, you act off things. But violence always fucks up money, so you gotta kind of understand that.
Panero.
Any business you in.
Panero. I have to say this, like, the shit that the world's seen, you just Jay-Z, Beanie Sigel, JADKISS, Sheep Loose, one of the, all you guys are like the pioneers of maybe the third era of rap. Around second or third era, would you say?
Well, you gotta ask them.
What's your era? No, because I know Money Month the first. What's your era? Just give me the numbers I keep going.
My era is the golden era.
Okay, golden era.
I'm from the golden era.
Golden era, Jay-Z, DMX, Nas, monster rappers, producers, Pharrell Ron, Pharrell, Snorri, Raekwon. There's just too many. So now, this is the biggest one, and the show ends. He was locked up.
No, if he was on that.
What the fuck does it matter, Ron?
Because he's not in that frame of mind.
Alright, if you was locked up, okay, we're done with that. Okay, let me do it.
We're done with
it. Because I'm past that too long. I'm done with that.
Juices for life.
Okay, Juices for Life, the Big Face Gary Show, Ron the producer, Haitian.
Pharmacy for life.
Arrogante Greer.
Pharmacy for life.
Arrogante Greer. Juices for Life. My cameraman KK. L's my nephew, Haitian Pat. What I'm saying to you is, if you was locked up and you was never coming home,
oh God,
what the fuck? I do what I do. You got 3 albums. Nas, Illmatic, Biggie's first album, Do or Die, or Reasonable Doubt. And you have to pick one. What you going with to do your bid?
Ready to die.
I wouldn't be doing the bid. I would be doing.
I said back. Styles, don't do that, Styles. I said back in your day. We know the new you.
Well, why you can't just put him on the island? Why you can't just put him on the island?
Styles, I said on Pals, I said the old you. We know the new you. The old you when you did county jail with the orange shit on. I done sent you some Pumas.
You don't want to ask that question because the old me would have definitely took all 3 of them. Saying I'm not listening to nobody telling me I have to pick one. I'm taking all 3. Who's gonna stop me?
You answer the question.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
put him on the island.
Why did I do on the island?
No, look, if it was the first, when it comes to, I'm gonna say this. Out of the 3 greats, solo greats, Nas, Big, and Jay, Big is my favorite because I feel he's the most versatile.
I'm in the story.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
I like what you're saying though.
Big is my favorite because he is the most versatile. I feel, because as an MC, I feel as an opponent MC.
Okay.
Looking at my opponents, I feel he's the most versatile from an opponent fan standpoint. He you know, he could go hard, he could go super lyrical, he could go commercial,
but he could
go female, he could go Bone Thugs, he could go all that. So that puts him in a category by himself. Now, Hove, he made the transition of showing people how to be an executive and a businessman throughout the journey from coming to the corners, which puts him in a class by himself while carrying the flag of what Big did and what he did and what Kane did and what Brooklyn did, which puts him in a class by himself, and then becoming a billionaire businessman puts him in a class by himself. Nas is in a class by himself because he's the birth of all of this coming in. Big, Hove, us, Mobb Deep, Wu, everyone. Illmatic is the birth of the next generation golden MC. So we can never take that from him because Illmatic is what kicked in the door to make a lot of us even think that this is capable. He was the combination of Coogee Rap, Kane, KRS-One.
You're too smart, man.
You know what I'm saying? All formulated in one, but getting to talk about drugs. When I heard Represent and all of that and going on, I knew about running from packs and doing that. So he was bringing what we was living. He opened the door, so they all have that's like separating Mount Rushmore. Stop separating the gods.
But Styles,
appreciate all that energy because all that energy is what makes hip hop beautiful.
There's something that I can help me with.
I'm not to pick one thing.
I'm not going to pick nothing. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm not asking you to pick nobody. But this only thing in Ron after this, I'm done. You said you love Biggie because of the flow.
Biggie's the best.
But Jay-Z has so many flows.
Biggie is the best.
Jay-Z got a lot of flows?
Listen.
I'm going to pick up Ron. I'm talking about talk.
Hov has a lot of flows. Biggie is the greatest MC that has ever existed.
Because he passed away.
No, not because he passed away.
He always says that.
Not because he passed away.
Look at his face.
Not because he passed away. He was cold. I want you to sit here.
I love Biggie. I love Biggie though.
No, you don't. You don't love him enough to understand.
Because I don't understand why y'all keep saying flow. Jay-Z got so Pat. How many flows Jay-Z got?
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Shit, man.
Listen, man. The evolution. I'm gonna give you why.
Please, I'm not a rapper.
I'm gonna give you why.
Okay.
The evolution from each of those three's first album and the second album, big wins on the evolution tip. You did. I didn't say neither one of them albums got better because each one of those MCs I respected their second album as much as the first, which made me fall in love with them as a fan, as an MC to go solid. They did it again. Now I know it's real. I know what's going on. But Big's second album was glow mode.
This is a double?
Do you understand what I'm saying? That was glow mode. That was a different, he hit a different chamber and level to even have the audacity to say my second one is going to be my second and third one. Fucking hold that. There's a big difference between the guy that's going to come on the court and say, yo, matter of fact, let me give you, I'm going to give you this triple double. I'm going to give you this triple double. Easy. Easy.
What I'm going to do?
Easy.
What I'm going to do? Take the helmet off. Biggie, you ain't my God MC, but I can't beat you, man. Niggas love you, man. And I love you.
Better believe it.
Niggas, they love you.
No.
Right, look,
on our show,
this is where you don't make sense. This is where I need you to sit down and listen to this.
I'm a stand.
He's your God MC's God MC.
But I Biggie too, though.
Yeah.
No.
That's a
But
fact.
he's your God MC.
So it don't
God
matter.
MC.
Jay-Z.
You understand? You coming from the caliber of just a fan. I'm telling you from a Jedi standpoint.
Oh, because you're a rapper, you're a Jedi?
No, he's
I am
not a
a
rapper.
Jedi.
He's a Jedi.
I'm a fucking Jedi.
I can't even say
That's
something like that.
I can't say that.
That's certified. I'm in the books on that.
I hate you.
I'm in the books.
That's
you better look at that. You gotta take a picture of the hat on. You better look at the hat on, man. Look at the guy.
Look at my hat on, man. Yeah, you're a Jedi. He says that Jedi. It got me, you piece of shit.
Jedi.
All right. The Big Face Gary Show. Stop, Nero. Love y'all. Holla. We did it. 2021. Stop, Pinero. Love you. You won't see it to be better than this. Holla. Ha. Shout out to our sponsors, eSuSwork.com. Shout out to our sponsors, eSuSwork.com. Haitian Chinese. Shout out to our sponsors, eSuSwork.com. Shout out to our sponsors, eSuSwork.com.